Ребята, всем привет! Это Шибука, мы начинаем. У нас сегодня продолжение стрима по Starfield. Будем посмотреть, что как. По-моему, ну, я тут попроходил немножко, пока мы не были на стриме. Пока без стримов прошел пару квестов туда-сюда. Так что да, посмотрим, что как. Ты не падай. Сейчас будем разговаривать с чувихой насчет этого доступа к данным по тераморфам. Да погнали.
Yes.
Спросил ее.
Percival and I have done our damage.
Для хорошего сделано.
This is us starting to put some things right. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Мне дают сразу мою citizenship. What?
This is headed straight to Mars.
Okay.
Join us there once you're done.
Мне дают гражданство на этой планете. Ребята, это круто. Я смогу себе апартамент наконец-то какой-нибудь купить или что типа того. Заставить его всякой фигней из разных планет, когда я прилечу. Секретный лифт. И она просто в нем исчезла. Вау.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
Конечно, готов.
It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been or might become a citizen. Once you earn your place in the United Colonies, it's yours.
Туда погнали.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version.
Короткую версию,
Please
давай.
raise your hand.
Поднимай руку.
Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies.
Спасибо.
Through service, bravery, strength, and
Готов
upholding of the
служить.
mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
Я буду.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen.
Спасибо.
Your official ID and
У
your
меня ID
citizenship
дали.
dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty
Это
office
дали.
out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally,
Member?
we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And
Информация
they
про
stated they'll only share
тераморфов.
it with you. They asked for you by name.
И они именно нас
So I need an
хотели.
agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Какая мне разница-то, а? I don't know if I can agree to that. Кто
I'm
это?
sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it?
Ну да, а
Let's
эти
hope it
что?
never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Subsection 7. И мне еще 10 тысяч дали. Это хорошо.
Just keep in mind that the UC, we've only been trying to do the right thing.
Devils, you know. Прикольно. Так. Она не нужна, но надо subsection 9, да?
Evening, sir.
Добрый вечер и тебе, чувак. Этого, кстати, не было до этого в лифте. Этого этажа. Новый этаж. Оу, май. Просто фолдер. Блин, я думал, какой-нибудь это аугмент какой-то. Тут тоже ничего нет. Так, надо сохраниться. Subsection это типа под...
I've lived in New Atlantis almost my entire life, and I had no idea this place even existed. The UC certainly excels at keeping secrets.
Я даже не знал, что такое место существует. Я жила здесь всю свою жизнь и не знала, что такое место даже существует. Material Repository. Oxidizing Agent. Agent, а не Agent, блин. Тоже мой английский. О, ничего себе. Контрабандочка. Ну, если меня не застукать, я могу их взять, правильно? Дверь закрыть нельзя за собой, чтобы меня не застукали. Да он прям на меня смотрит. Вот редиска. А, он встал. Окей. Продадим. Тут нужен ключ.
You're cleared for entrance.
Спасибо. Тут тоже нужен ключ. То есть нужно разблокировать, но у меня... А, там он ящик. То есть тут есть, наверное, есть ящики везде. В каждой из этих комнат есть какой-нибудь ящик. Или нет? Ну да, вот тут есть ящик, точно. Оу, а там что-то интересное. А, просто нету доступа. Написано. И там ящик вон какой-то. У меня, кстати, диджипиков мало осталось. Не поверите, да? Но у меня диджипиков мало. Тут вон тоже какой-то ящик. Тут, в принципе, можно, конечно, наверное, это все это чисто для опыта. Хакнуть все это. Expert, inaccessible. А почему она accessible? Еще раз. Ну ладно, пойдем дальше пока что. О, там сколько всяких книжек. Тоже эксперт. Туалеты. В туалеты можно войти. Окей. Закройтесь. Тут нельзя.
Logging authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. There are
Спасибо.
no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
I'll be fine. You go on ahead.
А, он типа на нее смотрел, что она не может пойти со мной.
Yes? Bye for now.
А что где пипочка стоит? А, надо будет вернуться. Так, окей, тогда сейвимся. Vista Collective Embassy. Ну, кто там будет, интересно? Ой, что если она открылась, блин, пороже дала двери. Вау. Окей, в этом случае тоже наружу открылась. Stranger. Подожди, я посмотрю, что здесь есть. Это все стил, но какая это... Непонятно, короче, ничего интересного. Было бы это что-то очень дорогое, очень стоящее, я бы... Пофиг, я бы даже украл. А так, нафиг нам надо дверь закрыть. Окей. Там апартамент целый, я так понимаю, да? Сервера. High voltage, все такое. Вот это самое. Открыто вон все. То есть он что-то чувак может спокойно сюда заходить. Какая-то еда он лежит. Интересно, кто это такой? Какой-то чувак в зеленой форме.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the
Abeyo.
series of accomplishments you've managed. Now
Да.
you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
Кто ты такой? Я как бы блин, он на кого-то вроде бы похож.
I'm Francois Sanon,
Не знаю, кто это
but
такой.
most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here.
Клево.
A sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
А типа его убили, но на самом деле не убили, а заточили. It's Hadrian's last name. Simon, that's Hadrian's last name.
Very astute. That's my daughter. My
Это дочь.
progeny. You've been working alongside. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
She is your clone. Подожди, это кто? Она мне сказала, что она твой клон. Блин.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled.
The
But
Major.
the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. I think
Окей, я
I have a
понял.
part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Я понял, это девушка, из которой в лаборатории работала.
Continue whenever you like. It was an attempt by the United Colonies to solidify its own legacy, forging a new generation of great leaders. They were raised by adoptive families made up of scholars and tacticians, trained at the United Colonies' greatest scientific and military academies, displayed incredible promise.
Прикольно.
By the time the Colony War came to a close, there was only Hadrian. But that's ancient history now.
То есть их поубивали во
Much
время
more
войны.
pressing matters at hand, with which I can help.
Угу.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War.
Так типа
With quite a
полиция
few
секретная
successes, I
была.
might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Я понял, что предыдущих этих команду ученых, он сказал, что он может нам сказать мне, где они находятся.
Well, who better to find them? But many of them I knew personally, and I've always had a mind for details. Where someone was born, next of kin. You'd be shocked how often an otherwise brilliant criminal flees to the planet just next to the one where they were born, or where a family member resides. I simply use my own personal knowledge and the information our group collects for me to track them down and set things right.
Угу. Ну, вот это давай
One
скажем.
task. That's all I require. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlays. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colonies' more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If
Мяха.
it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him.
То есть он мехов
I want you
создавал?
to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
Вау. Я могу его арестовать?
Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, perhaps down the line, you might become a part of our team. And this might be something of a tryout.
Команда?
You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it.
There is bad as you claim, I'll consider bringing him to justice.
Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last.
Где путь
Though
на
I would
кота?
ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat.
Угу. Ты попробуем.
Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf system. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den.
Damn.
The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Угу.
The woman you're looking for is a Captain Marquez, unless there's something else you wanted to discuss. I was told the process was decidedly complex. While we come from the same clay, the kiln and the sculptor had much to say in who Hadrian became. For the better. We are, after all, so much more than our legacies, genetic or otherwise.
Что ты сделал, чтобы заработать экзекуцию?
The official charges I faced after the war were twofold. The first was the destruction of civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne, a battle during which those civilian ships were actively attacking my fleet. The other was ordering the bombing of the Londinian spaceport to halt the spread of the Terramorph outbreak there. The city and its citizens were lost, but countless others likely saved. And for doing what was right, I was put on trial. And my life irrevocably changed. It's a phrase, actually, in one of Earth's dead tongues. Woe to the defeated. I acquired it during my school years, after defeating an older cadet so badly that it led to his dismissal from the program.
Ничего себе.
Since then, it's been hurled at me by critics who didn't like the methods by which I achieved victory. But I can't say I don't like it. Stood as a reminder, I wasn't a man to be trifled with.
Окей. Так, и тут два, да? И зачем я ее открыл? Тут вообще ничего нет. Просто один диджипик использовал впустую. Закройся, блин, дверь. Не позорь меня.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Там дверь закрылась? Ау. Пойдем.
Sure, I'm right behind you.
С тобой, чувак, нельзя поговорить? Ну ладно. Мы сюда все равно еще придем, так что let's go. Если человек к Макентайру. Не в ту сторону.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed...
Ага.
Exactly. Just another prisoner. Nothing you'd ever even think of bringing up with anyone. Ever.
But thought about this, I can't keep the hardener.
The Major doesn't have clearance for this sort of information. And she certainly doesn't need a distraction from her current which is why I need you to keep...
Да не, я все понял.
Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing?
Ага. You're going to be a hitman.
Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return? Allowing you to kill someone on behalf of the prisoner? Absolutely not. But taking the chance to bring a known criminal to justice? Well, the old man's been right more than a few times in the past. So...
Да, типа, что он хочет взамен? Или даст
We
нам
found the
взамен?
members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting? The Den? It's a star station. Orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels. But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, things there have always been a little... I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out. Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But I don't... This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off large. So while I'd certainly warrant caution,
Окей,
then I'll bid you
погнали.
good day, Captain. And remind you of the importance of discretion.
Погнали.
Daddy?
Okay.
Ah.
Hello.
Не завернул. Уже сразу вниз. И на поезд. Я не понял, как выйти из этого места? Как выйти из города наружу, блин? Ну, темно стало. Viewport.
Yes, my thoughts are clear. You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Сейчас подадим контрабанду, которую мы нашли быстренько.
Need some work done?
Где она вообще? Не в ресурсах. Миск. И где она? Black Market на тикете 11200. О, Citizen ID, шибука. Подожди, это что? Почему я могу это здесь продать? Что тут выхода нету? Maintenance, storage, cargo. Если выхода нету, блин, из этого наружу.
Keep your eyes open and watch your step, okay?
У меня ID есть. Подожди, ну это... Как бы здесь вот что-то есть. Но это не выход наружу. Где выход наружу? Maintenance. Тут заправщик, я так понимаю. Storage всякие. Ну как наружу-то выйти? Мне надо спуститься вниз. Тут где-то должен быть лифт. Я помню, где-то был лифт вниз. Viewport. Вот здесь. Точно. Тут далеко не бежать, прям вот лифт был. Так, а как отсюда... Где возьму какой-нибудь диджипик? Чувака 100 пудов. У него 100 пудов съесть диджипик. Нету диджипиков? Что у него вообще? Очень малый выбор. Окей. Трейдер, торите, вот. Нет.
The Trade Authority has access to goods and of course, of course.
Ресурсы. Окей. Что-то вина, пицца. Давай что-нибудь продадим.
If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
А, подожди, у тебя диджипики есть?
If there's something you need, be my guest. Это то, что я и продал. А диджипик какой-нибудь у тебя нету? Ладно. The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.
Давай, пока. У этого чувака.
No, Lord, can't say I'll have what you need. Yep, you got it.
О, тут DGP-ка. У него всякие электронные ресурсы есть. Хорошо.
Take care.
Всё, пока. Так, Spaceport, правильно? Все еще вопрос, как отсюда выбраться, блин. Так, у меня есть подарок. Мне надо отнести подарок. Воу.
Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it?
Охотник?
Yeah, well, I go all over. A little psychological warfare up front tends to make things easier.
Да.
Retired, actually. From too many lives to count.
Наемник, блин. Наверное, военный, который на пенсию ушел.
I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No?
Так, философия. Какая-то есть.
Of course. That's what makes the reality so tragic. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here.
Наконец-то смогу, может быть, поговорить с кем-то.
I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Да лучше нет. Ну давай, пока. Он реально чувак бадас. Так, подождите, я хотел, знаете, что посмотреть? Сколько апартаменты стоят? У нас же теперь ID есть. Вопрос, как отсюда выбраться? Residential, наверное. Понятия не имею, где можно, где квартиры покупают. Residential, наверное. Или нет. Прикольно, кстати, я здесь еще не был. Mercury Tower. Разные башни. О, Чанг.
Welcome. Thanks for choosing chunks. Which chunk?
Интересно. Башня пионеров. А, я сейчас что-то забегал, что-то делать. Правда? Ах ты! Слушай, как отсюда выбраться-то, а? Вон мой корабль стоит. Ну, видишь, получается, блин. Ну, не знаю. Выбраться. Это хороший вопрос. Да, не сухой, да? Тут пролагало немножко. Так. Где можно было апартамент купить? Всякие башни. Медикал. Ну, какая-то скульптура, такое здание было по центру. Типа стеклянное. Это, блин, где оно? А, вот оно. И тут никого. Идеально. Он, видимо, ночью закрыт. Привет, Рут.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest.
А это что? Какой-то культ, что ли? Похоже, что-то религиозное. Фристар коллектив. Архивы. Чтобы долго не бегать, можно сразу сделать быстрое перемещение в корабль.
Time to get this shit moving.
День легче, как легче все выбраться? Это корабль на орбите.
We should have a talk.
Опять толк. Чик, мы с тобой только что разговаривали, блин. Так. Нужно только прыгать. По-другому никак.
Welcome to the den. If you have business, feel free to land.
Так. Сейчас приветствуем ее.
Tend to approaching vessel. Docking approved.
Угу. Так, просто такой за 500 метров появляется возможность пристыковаться. По-моему, за 500. Да. Меньше 500 и можно припарковаться. Пришвартоваться? Наверное, пришвартоваться.
All right, Sam. Now that we have a moment, it's time to figure out the details of our little bet.
Oh, come on, Sarah, not this again. I'm telling you, there's no point in setting up that wager.
So you intend to stick with the ridiculous notion that the beer served at the hitching post is better than Jake's?
Better than Jake's? Better than Madame Sauvage's place in Neon? Better than anywhere, hands down.
You must have banged your head on a console during that last grav jump. No one in their right mind would make a claim like that.
All right, look, you want to throw your money away, I'd be happy to take it. Otherwise, let it go already.
One day, we're going to system hop and test your theory. I just hope you're ready for some serious disappointment.
Огонь-то между ними развивается. Так, как спуститься вниз-то? Выйти из корабля. А, подождите. Мы же пришвартовались, нам наверх надо. Я забыл. Мы же не вниз выходим, а вверх. На этой швартовке. Опять еда есть. Там баска.
Did when you have a few minutes. There's something I'd like to discuss.
Good day, Captain.
The den.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
You have a nice day now.
Well, this station's seen better days. I wonder if the UC will ever fully restore it to its former glory. I have something I need to discuss with you. Ever since we talked about the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind. Was it that obvious? I thought I could handle these memories, but until I return to Cassiopeia, I'll never be able to put this to rest.
Что там хочет делать?
The last time I saw my crew, Their escape shuttle was headed for the planet's surface. I need to find the wreckage to ensure their memories are honored.
Что ответить?
Of course it won't.
No.
But I can't continue ignoring.
Загрузка. Нам ее поддерживать надо, правильно? Сейчас будем поддерживать.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
А, я это нажал. Фак. Туда нацелился. Вот она.
Ever since we talked about... Was it that obvious?
Да, да.
I thought I could... The last time, I need to find the wreck. I would like that. Actually, I
Тебе
need
понравился?
that. One problem, though. Pinpointing the crew's shuttle wreckage is going to be like trying to find a grain of salt in a sandbox. I think we need to start by locating my old campsite on Cassiopeia 1. Shortly after I evacuated, I saw the ship come apart. The UC listed it as lost, so I assume the Dauntless was completely destroyed. The Dauntless took heavy fire to the docking section during the battle. We had 3 shuttles. One was destroyed, and the other 2 were damaged. There was no other way off the ship.
Давайте это спросим.
What's there to tell? I survived. My crew didn't. Still, I'll never forget my finger hovering over that launch button. Would I launch safely or explode into a fireball? It turned out that my shuttle had just enough power to allow an emergency landing on the planet's surface.
Вау. Типа оставилась там, да?
I wouldn't call what I did a soft landing, but thank you all the same. Don't worry, it's not as though I'm coming apart at the seams. It's the conversations we've been having. They...
Окей, я понял.
It has a breathable atmosphere, indigenous fauna, and maybe a few abandoned mining outposts. My shuttle should have the telemetry tracking data for the other shuttle aboard. It should give us an idea where... That's if scavengers haven't completely stripped... Hold on. I don't know the exact location of my survival campsite. For that, we are going to have to head to Mast and see if we can get the information from my old friend, Admiral Logan.
Адмирал Логан, это кто был?
Your instincts are right on target. Logan and I butted heads more than once during my time with the Navigator Corps. We've never seen eye to eye. Look, I hope this isn't asking too much. Last thing I want to do is drag you into some kind of personal crusade.
Crusade — это моя специальность.
That's why I need you by my side. Truth is, I'm scared. When I set foot on Cassiopeia, I don't know if I'll... If I begin to fall apart, I need someone I can trust to keep me in check.
Mm-hmm.
I know you will. You've always been there when I've needed your help. I don't know what to say. I've been so busy searching the stars for answers. Something I've seriously considered sharing with you for a long time. Traveling out here with you, I've discovered that friendships change. I worked closely with Aja on long space voyages, so we became friendly. When she quit, but I'm certain at this point, even if you and I were separated by a great distance, Yes. Hey, anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. I know you have a lot to do. I really appreciate your offer. Hopefully, it'll bring me the...
Ну да. Consider you a friend. Ей, она думает, что я друг ее. Hello, Ласка. Тоже тут.
Well, this station's seen better days. I wonder if the UC will ever fully restore it to its former glory.
Проеду вторить, а тут ничего.
Marquez is all right, I guess. She's gonna be lucky to have me as a boss.
It's a little surprising, isn't it? Out here on the edge of UC space. But it's just... If you're ever in New Atlantis, mind putting in a good word for me? I don't think my messages to SSNN are getting through.
Why,
certainly. The Settled Systems Newsnet reporters are dispatched all over, keeping an ear to the ground. It can, admittedly, be a bit of a pain making sure those stories reach our central office in New Atlantis. But until someone... Well, I certainly feel that way. The Vanguard pilots don't seem to want to associate with me. And I don't agree with Mr. Romack's views on the Colony War. So there are few options left to me. You know, I really thought volunteering for this assignment was going to be the boost to my career that I was looking for. Now I suspect even SSNN has forgotten about me. So I've been told. Au revoir, as they say.
Так, я вошел оттуда. Вон. Эта дверь заблокирована. Эта дверь заблокирована.
Just one quiet day. Not too much to ask for?
Always a pleasure to meet someone new. Welcome to the Trade Authority. I'm Marcel, and if there's anything I can do for you, please. Our stock may not be as vast as New Atlantis or Sidonia, but I will do my... And seeing as the Trade Authority is the only fully licensed operator for the Den, I'm afraid your alternatives are, shall we say, slim. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I hope this and all future interactions are profitable for both of us. I hope we have what you need.
Так, мне нужны DG-пики. О. Ресурсы.
You know I went to chef school? This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
Ага. То есть мы зашли, сюда вот можно поболтать. Сюда можно поболтать.
Hey, newbie.
О, туалет.
Nice set of boots you got there. They for sale? I'll give you, say, 500 credits for them. They'd look better on me anyway.
Так. Ребят.
I don't know. Looks like they're perfect. But fine.
Ты чё? Ну, здесь туалеты будут, честно говоря. О, мануал. Прикольно.
Hands down, the best pilot in this dome.
Так, здесь вход. Мы типа в бар спустились, да?
I'd heard the den wasn't quite living up to its old standards, but this,
I'm on what you call
it's definitely worse than I expected.
Okay, don't look at me. I'm just here for the liquor and the, occasional odd job or whatever. You know, that's a good question. I do stuff for Orville sometimes, odd jobs or whatever, when he's not annoying. But I think technically I get paid by the Vanguard. I mean, I could probably go look it up, but as long as the credits keep showing. Ooh, well.
Что произошло с этим местом? Давай
Who
спросим.
you ask.
Ну,
Orville
как
over there
обычно.
is still stuck in the glory days when this was the domain of the UC military brass and all their hangers-on. Can't see those days are never coming back. The Vanguard pilots, they mostly just resent guarding the ass end of nowhere. Reyna's okay, I guess. She seems to really care about the mission. And me? Well, it's as good a place as any to be stuck, I guess. Yep. See ya.
О, здесь и постеры. Прикольно.
Checking your record. Industrialist? Got a fancy name for a corporate asshole.
Hey there. Ain't seen you before. Man with a perk. Don't worry, I won't ask questions. I know. Well, you're welcome here, so long as I don't hear you disrespecting the United Colony. You got a problem with our history or our heroes? You can find somewhere else. Tell me something I don't know. You should have seen this place 30 years ago. UC's best and brightest were in and out of here all the time. But then the Colony War and, well, most folks don't like to be honest about that. I ain't one to turn my back on those who saved us in those days. And because I won't dishonor the memory of Vae Victis, business dries up. Ain't my problem that people don't like to face the reality of what happens in wartime. Man was a hero, not a traitor. Oh, he was a brilliant man. Just brilliant. Best leader we could have asked for in a crisis. He made the tough decisions no one else could. Did what needed to be done. Saved our asses. And when it was over, they turned on him. Called him a traitor and executed him. Well, not all of us are just gonna go along with rewriting history. Some of us remember. Vae Victis sacrificed everything to save the United Colonies. That's what a real hero does. Well, now that depends. You support the UC? Sure as hell does. All right, maybe you can help me out. Had some posters made up a while back to remind folks of the good work Vae Victis has done for all of us. Try and push back against all the lies the government tells. I'd put them up here, but that's, caused some friction with the Vanguard pilots. I hate to see him go to waste, though. If a strong-willed, patriotic individual, such as yourself, were to make sure some of them were placed where they could inspire the people of the United Colonies, well, and there'd be some credits in it for anyone helping out the UC. What do you think? You're one of them, huh?
А чё
Well,
ты...
now that depends. Sure as hell done. All right, maybe you can help me. Had some posters made up. I'd put them up here, but that if a strong-willed patron, and there'd be some credits in it. That's the spirit. All right. Posters are in the back there. Long live the UC. How come talking about history makes people so uncomfortable?
Don't let Orville get to you. Just smile, take your drink, and be on your way. As forever.
I really did think this place was a bit more action.
Hello.
Ой, так, что-то я, ребят, устал. Пойду-ка я на боковую. Давайте, всем спасибо, кто зашел. Увидимся завтра. Что-то сижу, засыпаю, блин, надо спать больше. Сегодня ночью спал мало. Вообще мало. Так что надо это самое... Вчера. Думаю, блин, сейчас сяду, поиграю часочек, пойду спать. Ага. И 3 часа спустя я все еще сидел, играл, блин. Поэтому надо пойти отдохнуть. Может, я высплюсь. Если я высплюсь, то завтра будет полноценный стрим, может быть, так прям аж по-обычному начнем, пораньше. Закончим попозже, да. То есть сейчас у нас час 15 стрим. А я завтра, если я высплюсь, то завтра будет на 3 часика, да. Позалипаем на 3 часика. Сейчас как раз будет интересная ветка, наверное, сюжетная. Так что давайте, всем спасибо, увидимся завтра. Хорошего вам вечера, хорошего вам дня. Смотря где вы находитесь, и я с вами прощаюсь. Пока-пока. М.